Gauri, take us through the big celebration preparations there in Dharamshala. Of course, it is an important day for the residents there.
Oh, indeed, it's a milestone of a day. There's a lot of celebration happening behind me, and which is why, all right, that's a young Tibetan supporter right there. And let me show you around, and Prem, let's just show our viewers around the kind of celebrations that are underway. Lots of school children, lots of college students, lots of people here out there, and in fact a short while back is where Dalai Lama cut his cake, and it was actually Mohit Chauhan who had sung the birthday song for him. And right now there are these cultural celebrations happening from all over the world. There are people who've come from around the world to participate in these cultural celebrations that are on right now. Now, you know, one aspect of this is the cultural celebrations, a milestone of a year, but the other aspect to it is the significance of this celebration. The fact that this had presence from several important delegations around the world. There's a US State Department delegation here, members from, there's a large presence from Italy, Croatia, Chinese who are in America, there's a delegation there as well. And the kind of sentiment that was out here, one, the kind of following that His Holiness has, he spoke about that in the message. He said that my principle of compassion is what you should follow. So one is all these people are here because of the spiritual connect that they have with His Holiness. And the second important fact is when he said about 3 days back that there will be a 15th Dalai Lama. This institution, which is 600 years old, will continue. That bond has further strengthened with that announcement of His Holiness, and which is why this celebration is a commemoration of that announcement, also bringing so many believers, followers of His Holiness together. There's also a very important part I want to tell you, which is that there's a significant presence of the Indian government here as well. There are 2 ministers and a chief minister here on stage, and while they greeted, they also announced and read out Prime Minister Modi's this congratulatory message to His Holiness. The message is very loud and clear that India may not be a party as far as the China-Tibet issue is concerned, but it cannot not be a stakeholder. It is a stakeholder because this is where the government in exile has been running of the Central Tibetan administration since 1960. Back to you.
Absolutely, Gauri. Also take us through the latest contentions, like you were mentioning, the Dalai Lama's big statement that there will be a successor. Remember, there has been quite a bit of contention with China saying that they will be the one to pick the successor, whereas the decision solely lies with the trust.
So the issue as far as the China-Tibet one is, and Prem, keep looking at, let's keep our viewers engaged with the story. Let's them know what the celebrations are all about. Now, as far as the China-Tibet aspect of this is concerned, it's very clear that while China has been able to annex Tibet in 1950, a year after it came into being in its present state, till now it is the crisis of legitimacy that it is battling. People around the world rally behind His Holiness, and His Holiness hasn't stepped on his motherland in 66 years. But this is his following, this is the status that he holds. And this is the problem for China. They know that if there is a large spiritual leader who can rally Tibetans around the world, then their crisis of legitimacy over the control that they have on Tibet will remain. And which is why they want that the next successor should be appointed by China, which is a claim that has been completely rejected by His Holiness when ahead of his birthday celebrations he made that very clear that the next Dalai Lama will be chosen by the trust, not by China. Now, where is the next Dalai Lama going to come out from remains to be seen, because let's tell our viewers also that Tibetans believe in the process of reincarnation, which is that His Holiness will be reincarnated as the next Dalai Lama. Where that will be, how soon will that be, who will find those are questions that need to be answered. But for now, the China-Tibet issue is going to remain and will only intensify going forward, simply because His Holiness has made it absolutely clear the institution stays and China cannot have any interference whatsoever in it. As for India, as I said, It may not be a party, but it is a stakeholder and it owns a certain amount of leverage as well. This is where we've allowed the government in exile to run since 1960 when Pandit Nehru allowed it to happen. And since then, there's a very large Tibetan diaspora here and around the world. And that, I think, is going to be extremely significant in days and years to come as this controversy continues.
Thank you, Gauri, for bringing us those details from the ground. Continue tracking the story for us as it develops.